cash. With every flip and spin, I feel the thrill ignite. Searching for a treasure, every ghost of the night. Two sheds Gabby with the tales we unfold.
Hello, folks. It is 8 p.m. on Easter Sunday night, and I decided I'm just going to get started on this box of nickels. We've been sitting around ever since after services. We had lunch with some family members, my mom, and then we came home and just been sitting around, not doing very. I did get some packages ready to go out. I've been selling $50 and some other stuff. But other than that, we've just been sitting around, and I thought, I am going to get started on this nickel box. This is a box I got about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 at the most. And it's just an assortment of customer rolled. It looked like the lady pulled them from a few different places, and so I'm positive it's from several different customers. And I hope that makes it fun. You know, half of it might be returns, but maybe the other half of it is, maybe it's all silver dollars, you know? Anyway, let's get started and see if we can find any good stuff in here. In the second row, I find a 1949, an S would be good. But it's not, is it? It's not. Well, it's our first old one. See if anything, maybe a 2024 fee will show up there. That'd be cool. So, I've talked with a few of you guys. I'm going to start doing an ASMR thing. Hey, look. There's a 2024P right there. That's a good sign. I hope I get a few more of those. But I was talking to my son about it, and he said, Dad, he said, you have to get a better sound system than just using your phone. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. And I said, you know, come to think of it, when I watch those things, they do seem like they have pretty good microphones. He said, I'll bring you one down because I just ain't sure when I'm going to get there. And some type of splitter or something he was talking about that he's going to get for me. So I said, all right, I'll hold off a little while. But I'm a little bit nervous about it because I've never done that before, but I'm looking forward to it. It'll be kind of cool. I think my first one is just going to be the sounds. It's going to be me going through the coins. I'm not even going to whisper. It's going to be a no talking. And we'll just have coin sounds and that sort of thing and see how that one goes. In the third roll, I find a 1941. And it is Denver. 41 Denver. It's my second oldie, golden oldie. I think I'm going to do a couple of things too. Just I have no idea how they'll go over, but just to see, I'm going to take my separate. I got this new phone recently, and the other one wasn't even very old, but I've still got it. So I am going to take it outside like early in the morning before it even gets daylight. I think I need to get it set up and ready with a little tripod or something. And I'm just going to turn it on and collect the sunrise. Oh, there's a 1952. I'm going to collect the sunrise and just the nature sounds. I have pretty good bird chirping and stuff in my backyard. And, let it go for an hour or so. And just see, I don't know, we'll see what happens. 1952 Philadelphia. There's my third old one. Hope everybody had a very pleasant holiday Easter today. In my household, it's not a huge deal. We kind of celebrate Christ's birth, birth and death on the cross and resurrection every Sunday, the Lord's Supper. And so we just don't make it a huge deal. I know a lot of my friends make it a bigger deal, and that's fine. Totally fine. I'm at the end of the sixth row, and here's a 1958. The P is like only 17 or 18 million, but the D is like Way over 100. Oh, that is the P. Well, that's cool. That's a relatively low mintage coin right there. Nice. You know, I had somebody this week saying, man, I love the customer rolled and all the stuff that he found. It was great for him, but I have to be honest with you, folks. When I get a box of customer rolled, I generally think this is likely going to be another waste of my time, because I almost never do as good with the customer roll as I do with the bankroll. But I have been surprised a couple of times. This is the 7th roll, and here's a 1946. I am getting some older ones, so that's good. That's good. 46 Philadelphia. Cool. Well, we're finding something here. I have one 2024. I want a silver. If I would find one silver wartime nickel, then I would be excited about this box, because I'm just not finding them. Another person wrote to me day before yesterday, hey, Two Sheds, my last 2 boxes, I got 5 wartimes. Where are you guys getting these? Where are they coming from? I want a wartime nickel. Boy, the silver has sure eluded me lately, hasn't it, guys? Well, it's been several weeks since I've gotten a silver. I think I got to get out tomorrow for a few errands, so I think I'll go to one of my banks and take some coins back, and maybe they'll have a bag of dimes ready for me. That'd be nice. It's been a little while, so they might. 8th roll, here's another 1952. None of these are over 100 million. And this one is the Denver. We got a pretty busy week coming up. Besides my Bible studies that I have, we're going to host the Potluck next Saturday. So my wife's got lots of house cleaning and food prepping, and I've got grocery shopping and helping and all that. Plus, my brother, he comes over for the study on Tuesday nights, but this Friday, he's once a month, I think it is, his wife has, he calls it a hen party. She gives him a face when he says that. But the ladies get together and do crafts or something, and that's this Friday. So he's going to come over Friday and hang out, you know, movie or something. 10th roll, and here is a 1940. The DNS is under 100 million, and this is the P. It's over 100 million. Oh. I think I've probably told you guys, it's been a while, that I used to have the reason I bring this up is I was saying, my brother's wife, they do crafts. It's like, people don't do a bunch of crafts anymore. I remember back in the, I don't know, 80s, crafts and country was huge. And my mom is a seamstress, and, you know, she's a good one. She used to have her clothes hanging in the big fancy hotel in downtown Louisville, amongst other places. If you're familiar with Louisville, it was the Sealback. And, you know, she's made whole outfits for cheerleader squads, and just, she's done everything. But she got into the crafts and stuff too. And she made a big swan with like the mother swan and a baby swan. And they were just amazing looking, and out of fabric that she cut and then stuffed it, and just real intricate work on the beak and stuff. Let me get to the next row. Well, it's actually a couple of rows later, but here is in the 12th row, 2024P. That's number 2 for those. I'd like to see a few more of those. Anyway, it wasn't a swan, it was a goose. And she made this big goose with its youngling goose. And it was just so cool looking and really neat, very talented. And I had lived in Louisiana, working down there. I'd come back and I'd gotten a job at the prison, but me and jobs don't get along real well. And so I said, Mom, I said, that is so cool. I said, why don't we take the pattern of that thing that you've designed, let me mass produce it, and I'll I'll get out and I'll sell these to, you know, craft companies and fabric companies and stuff like that. And she's like, okay. And so I took that. We started out with about 6 different patterns, and we added to it over a period of time. But I just went out on the road, man, and started selling these things, going to craft. There were craft shops in every town back then. They were everywhere, and I sold a lot of patterns. And if you've ever heard of Hancock Fabrics, they were all across the country, I guess. I approached the buyer for them and asked if I could show him our stuff, and he said okay, but he kind of warned me that he probably wasn't going to buy anything. And so I took my mom, and we took our samples, and we took our patterns that I mass produced, and I made a pretty nice looking package out of them. Let me go to the next roll again. 18th roll, guys. I just ain't found very much, but I did come across a 1956. It is Denver. Oh, I wish I was finding more. Anyway, this buyer for Hancock Fabrics agreed to let us give him a presentation, and we drove down to Tupelo, Mississippi, where their headquarters was. And we went in. All of our samples were in a cardboard box, big box, and then I had my, you know, portfolio of patterns. And he looked at the samples and looked at my patterns, and he goes, I've got to tell you. He said, I was just sure I was going to say no. He goes, I never buy from mom and pop outfits. But he said, I'm going to buy from you. And over the next few years, they bought tens of thousands. Of course, I had to give them a good deal, you know, obviously. But, yeah, they'd call me up and just had an order for thousands of them. Because they're going to hundreds and hundreds of stores, you know. And we would, the next couple of days, it was like no sleep. These were huge patterns. And so, you know, my job was to find how to get these things mass produced as cheaply as I could. And so I went out and bought a blueprint machine, a big blueprint machine. And I bought massive these huge sheets. If y'all have seen my table here that I work on, they're the size of the top of the table. It was huge sheets. And we would run them through this blueprint machine and make our patterns that way. And the ammonia, oh my goodness, probably why I've got kidney damage. I mean, the ammonia smells terrible. I bought one of they have a thing that you can put on top of the machine that's supposed to absorb most of it, but we ran so much of it, it didn't do a very good job. And every, I don't know, half hour or so, you had to go outside and get some fresh air because the ammonia was just so strong. Next roll, and here's another 56. This one is also Denver. So we went on with that, and we would still take road trips to get new craft stores buying from us. And sometimes you'd find a town with a big one, and they'd order a bunch, and they'd reorder a lot. I sold to a lot of places that never reordered. I guess it just turned out to not be their thing. But we had a whole bunch of stores that bought from us. But country crafts started fading out. Our sales slowed down, so we just quit. Went on to something else. The name of the business, my mom's name is Wanda. And so we just named the company Wanda's Designs. I'll look around and see if I've got a, oh, there's another 2024P. That's my third one of those. I do like finding them. If I can find one quickly, I'll, when I edit this video, I'll try to get a couple of pictures up. I don't know if my wife has any of that stuff around or not. I'm sure it's been a few years since I have mentioned that little business of ours. And I would usually just take and deliver them to two, because I like road trips. So I'd take just boxes and boxes and boxes of these patterns and deliver them down to Tupelo, Mississippi. 22nd roll, and here's a 1957. The P is like 39 or 40 million. The D's got about 160 million, something like that. No Spear. Well, 3 out of 4 2005s. All of them Buffalo. How about that? So, copper and nickel are down just a little bit more. Not much, just a fraction. Copper pennies are worth 3.92 cents. You know, they were up to 4 cents. And then down a little more and a little more. Just barely. I think these nickels are worth about 6.5 cents, something like that. They were up to 7 cents each. 25th roll, guys. Can you believe that? Man, here is my token Canadian nickel that I get most every box. Most every box. So for the potluck, we are going to provide a coleslaw, like a KFC coleslaw, and deviled eggs. People say they really like my wife's deviled eggs. She doesn't like pickled relish, so she doesn't put that in there. But she puts paprika on it, and I think she like puts dill spice or something in it instead of the relish, and people just love it. They really do. And she's going to make a dish that we call cheesy cauliflower. Oh, it's made with pineapple chunks and vanilla pudding, and I don't remember what else she puts in there. I think it might be mandarin oranges. Yeah. But a couple friends of ours went to potluck years and years ago, and somebody had this dish, and somebody just said, "What is that? Cheesy cauliflower?" So that's what we've called it ever since. But it's a sweet dish. It's like a dessert, you know. The preacher, about a year ago, we had it at a potluck, and he loved it. So we're going to make sure there's some there for him. And I think we're going to do a meat, but I don't remember if we've decided which one yet. Meatballs or something, I guess. I don't know. And our Cajun pickles. Third roll in the second half of the box now. Here's a 1948 Denver. I've been getting several Denvers tonight in these older ones. But it's just not like enthusiastically good stuff showing up, you know? I do have 3 2024s. That's it. So let me hear you one more time from you guys. What do you like, customer roll or bank rolls? You know what I like best. I'd like to hear from you all again. And don't you have this problem all the time? Obviously, if I got somebody's dump, I go, oh, I've got a whole new opinion. But I have gotten like rolls of all copper, which was totally cool. But then I get a box with no copper, you know? But I never get a box of pennies with no copper, ever. And usually I find some fairly good stuff in nothing in my nickels have been super lately, but even the not super ones have been, it seems like, more productive than what I've gotten so far. Fourth row in the second half, 2024P number 4. I'll take all of them I can get. So, you know, I have gotten a couple of boxes of the new 2026 half dollars this last week, and I've been selling them. I'm selling them on eBay, and I'm making some sales. But you guys that are interested in a couple rows or so, I'm selling them to you guys cheaper if you want to contact me and let me know, and we'll work something out. A couple of different ways we can get a hold of each other and work this out. 16th row. 16th row. Here is 2024P number 5. We have to go meet with our new tax person tomorrow. Hope that goes well. We surely miss the lady that used to do it for us up in Indiana that just fell off the face of the earth. We don't know whatever happened to her. Ninth row now in the second half, 1941. The P has over 200 million, and that's what this one is. Oh boy. A couple of rows back, I threw a wrapper in the trash can next to me here. It's like, oh, that didn't sound right. So I went digging down in there and I found a nickel. I'd left a nickel in the room. I'm so glad I retrieved that nickel. There's another 1941 in this row, and it is a Philadelphia. Even. Oh, yep, going to see the tax people tomorrow. Never know. Oh, and they've already told us they're going to have to file an extension because they're so busy. They don't have time to get to it before April 15th. I'm like, I don't care. Let's just get this thing going. And if we like them, then next year we'll try to get a hold of them much earlier. It's just been one of those things, getting stuff all together, you know. We could have forced it to get done earlier, but we didn't. We didn't. 12th row now in the second half, and here is a 1948 Philadelphia. Oh man, wasn't it great news to hear that they retrieved that second pilot that had been shot down over Iran? Man, that was fantastic. You know that is one happy family to find out that they got him back and retrieved. Oh my goodness. Apparently he had climbed up in a hill or something and hid until they could find him. So cool. I hope the conflict ends pretty soon. I hope that we achieve our goals, and I hope that they get a new government that isn't so terrible. You know, it wasn't always like that. Now I'm in the 15th row in the second half. Here is 1954. The Denver has over 100 million. The other two don't. This is Philadelphia. It does have under 100 million. Well, while I'm out tomorrow, I guess I'm going to go to one of my banks and take some of these $2 bills back. Just cash them back in. I don't think I want that many of them. That's just how it goes. You know, I don't want these nickels that I'm not keeping. I'm going to cash them back in. I was hoping to get a whole bunch of circulated $2 bills to search through, and we would have searched through some of them together. But it didn't work out that way. Now with just 7 rolls to go, here is 2024 Philadelphia number 6. Numero 6. I tell you guys, this is what I generally find when I do customer roll. Not every time. Well, look, with 3 rolls to go, I found a penny. So I lost 4 cents. Oh well. We have decided to follow Jesus. Oh, this is 2024 piece number 7. No, what I was going to say is we've decided that we are going to plant a little garden in my mom's garden space. We're not going to go crazy with it, but she likes to get her green beans and her tomatoes. So we're going to go to a greenhouse and pick up, 8 or 10 tomato plants or so, pack or 2 of green beans. I'll ask her what kind she likes best, and probably yellow squash and a zucchini squash plant, and that's going to be about it for this year. Try to put a little bit more. Oh, there's another one. Now that's nice. 2 of them in the same row. that 8 of them? Yes, that's 8. Well, that's a little bit better. There's a 1957 Denver. What's that? Number 9. Number 9. 2024 Philadelphia. Number 9. How about that? 3 in the roll. So now I've got to get out there. It's just been raining so much. I've got to get out there and till that thing up now. I've got the Ryobi tiller. So hopefully we'll get that done this week if we can get a couple of days of some dryness. It is just, oh, there's a 1952 Philadelphia. Oh, that was a pretty productive roll for sure. And 3 rolls to go. Just 1 roll to go after this one. Here's a 1948 Philadelphia. Oh, that last box of pennies I went through, I did get enough of the D 2025s that I had a roll of P already. So I sold 2 rolls, a P and a D, on eBay, and they sold for good money. That was pretty cool. So when I go through more pennies, I'll keep looking for those 2025s, man. Will we get one? Oh, this is 1941 Philadelphia. 1 more 2024, and I'll have 10 double digits. Look at this, guys. We got number 10. Well, that's cool. 2024P, number 10. Nice. I don't think I'll write home to Mama about this box, but, you know, we did get 10 of those guys and a handful of the older ones that I just keep. Look at that. Number 11 there. Right there. 2024P, number 11. This box is trying to come on strong at the end. What it needs to really impress me, though, is a wartime. That's what we want, a wartime. Oh. Yeah, I started this box with the blinds open and light coming in, but pretty early on I had to close the blinds so that I wouldn't have people driving down the road going, what's that guy doing at that table there? We are almost done. I do want to hear from you. Do you prefer the bank boxes or the customer roll? I'm curious to hear what the majority of you have to say. Well, that's it. Let's weigh the 1982s and then weigh the whole box and see how much. Oh, wait a minute. That's pennies. That's it, guys. We got a little stack of 2024Ps and a handful of these older coins, and that's it for tonight. I love hearing from you. Hope you're doing great. We'll see you next time.
It's a clean through the grit and the grind. We're a silver scene with each turn of the roll. I'm feeling so alive. In the heart of the chaos, that's where I thrive. Chasing ghosts of the past, never looking back. In the world of coin roll hunting, I'm right on track. From pennies to dollars, each piece a song. With 2 sheds, Gabby, I know where I belong. Talking to the stars, feeling their light. Every coin I uncover brings hope to the night. In the the shadows of the street with the music so loud. I'm a lover of the hunt, standing tall and proud. I'm rolling and rocking with my heart on my sleeve, chasing down the silver. I believe in this gritty adventure where the seekers unite, talking to the heavens, chasing dreams in the night.